Now I'm going to hold Option. I'm going to click on this kick right here. And again, I'm going to get that green plus sign. And now it's telling me that I'm copying 4 things over. You see that? So what we're going to do is we're simply just going to copy measure number 2, and we're going to drop this. See how it snaps right into measure 3? It snaps perfectly. And now we have 2 bars, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. Now we could Command Z. Remember that does the undo. We could do that, and you could easily just do it this way. See that? But again, Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. That's the undo. I'm just going to highlight these, and we're going to hold Option, and we're going to drag this to measure 3. See that? Now we have 2 bars. Now look, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. See, that's 2 bars. Now you're probably asking yourself, how is it 2 bars if it's starting on measure 2? Because we're counting the measures that we built something in, not the stuff that's not done yet, right? So we need 2 more bars. So we're going to drag this again over to measure 6. Okay. And this is going to get tricky, but we're going to highlight all of this. That's 2 bars worth of 4 on the floor kick, right? We're going to grab this kick drum right here. Again, hold Option, click and drag this over and drop it on measure 4. Correct. I'm guessing you guessed correctly on that. So it goes to measure 4. Now, if we were to hit play, it would give you a perfect 4-bar loop. Okay, now make sure that when you go back and listen to this, that everything is lined up on the grid and on the ruler. This isn't just you using your eyes. You also have to use your ears. Okay, so what I want you to do is pause the video here in a second. I want you to go back and listen from measure 2 all the way up to measure 6 and make sure that each kick is hitting exactly when the click hits. All right, so do that. Pause the video, go do that, and then come back. All right, welcome back. So now we should have a 4 on the floor for 4 bars, right? Or 4 measures. So this being a pop reggae-ish type of thing that we're doing, you need to make sure that you have it this way, okay? And we're going to do all of this magic with 1 sample. So again, I'm going to grab Logic. I'm going to make it smaller again. More narrow, I guess I should say. And now I'm going to go back to my folder, the drag and drop that I minimized. There it is. Let's grab Logic right here from the corner, and we're just going to make it fit perfectly. So your tutorial should be down here somewhere. So the next thing we want to do is we want to see if we can find maybe a snare or a snap, like a finger snap or something. So we'll do that now. And let's see. I'm going to start from the CLF. I'm going to click on it and hit spacebar. I'm going to go down and see what else we got. Nope, not that. Nope. Nope. Definitely not. Okay, maybe we start there, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this little rim shot thing right here, OSFL, and you can grab whichever snare you like or snap or whatever, and we're just going to drop it. When you drop it, it's going to create a track, and it's going to name it whatever the file is named. So what we want to do next is we want to go and we want to name these tracks differently. So instead of it being PCH kick Clearwater, we're going to double click right here where it says PCH Clearwater. Click on it, double click, and we're just going to call this kick. See that? Now I was able to rename that track. Now go down here to where it says OS Flow Cup Snare. It's a weird name for a snare. And we're going to double click on that. And we're going to call this rim, R-I-M shot. Rim shot. We're going to hit that. It's very important to stay organized when you're working on music or working on beats. I'm going to minimize this window and make Logic bigger again. It is very important to stay organized. So one thing I like to do when I'm getting organized is I like to change the icons. So one thing you can do is you can go up to the icons like this one right here, and you can hold Control and then click on the icon, and that brings up this window right here. When you get this window right here, you can go up to whatever the instrument is. For instance, we're in drums, right? So we can click on drums, and if you had a live kick drum, there you go. You got some live kick drums, you got some snares, toms, and some other things. Because I'm using an electronic drum kit or kick, I'm just going to choose this icon right here. This is a rehash of an old drum machine called Akai. Some of you have seen the Akais. This one actually is built to look like the Akai 2000 XL, which I used to own back in the day. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to click on this track on the rim shot. We're going to hold Control, click, and we're going to go back up to drums. And we are going to give it the same icon. Now, you can choose whatever icon you want. The point is to make sure that you are choosing something, right, to put there so that you can stay organized. So we have that. Now, I know we have this rim shot and we need to deal with it, but again, we need to stay organized. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here on the kick. See how I clicked on it? And now it highlights everything in that track. And I'm going to hold Option and press the letter C. That's going to bring up this little window right here. This is called the color palette. Okay, Option C is the shortcut for the color palette. And I'm going to color my drums or my kick drums red. And then I'm going to click on this rim shot right here. See how I clicked on the file itself? Or you can click on the track, and we're going to color this red. Now, this is just a preference thing. I like my drums to be red always in a session so that I know if I need to go to my drums, I know I'm looking for the red color. All right. So now that we have that, we're going to close the palette. You are going to pause this and make sure that you understand everything I just taught you. And when you come back, we'll start back up with another video. All right. Thanks, guys.